except I'm going to put in Nexifate. See how it works. I like this deck. There was the issue, it wasn't really... Yeah, like it's hard to deal with the early board unless you just have more direct burn for stuff. So I might even take out Fiery Cannonade. I'm going to do this. I'm going to change the deck right now just to maybe explain my decisions a bit more instead of already having the deck made before the video. I don't know. So I want Lightning Strikes, maybe even the 4th Shivan Fire. If I'm off the sweeper effect, I want something else. Now Niv-Miz is really good against control decks, but against everything else, it's not very good at all. So I'm going to put 2 in the sideboard and take out the main deck ones. The Krasis is a weird one. I'm going to take that one out too. The Cannonades still have a spot, especially against mono white. Like, they're not terrible, but they're just not good against, like, Gruul. I guess Sultai, you don't really need sweepers. You just kind of go off and they can't do much about it anyways. Other than Vivian Reed, which you can kind of handle. If it's just Vivian Reed, that's your only issue. And everything else is super impactful, so I think I'm going to shave Opt as well. It's a pretty straightforward deck. There's actually not many spells in this deck. How many lands? 26? Okay, let's shave a mountain. Save a mountain. I like the 4 lightning strikes. Blink of an Eye could also have a spot in here. Didn't change much from the sideboard. Yeah, let's bring in the Blink of an Eye, probably. This is a weird looking deck. Actually, if this is a Nexus deck, I suppose we do want an alternate win condition that isn't just this card, because now we can't win without it. That is a reason to maybe have a Carnage Tyrant or 2, just in the main. Maybe that's better than this Blink of an Eye, just a 1-of Carnage Tyrant. Most people probably scoop by the time you start spamming Nexus anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But it could matter. And I don't want it to matter in a way where we regret not putting something in that actually wins the game. We could get wild and Psychic Corrosion, because we do have a fair amount of card draw. And I like this as a win condition. There's no punish. Like, is there anything that... Like Gaia's Blessing? Blessing of Gaia or whatever? I'm doing it. Psychic Corrosion, Mill, Nexus. We're doing it. We're going to call it Psymillrosionexus. Whoops, there's no I in there. I got too fancy. Alright, so here we are with Psymillrosionexus. The end is for Rosion, it's not for Nexus. Exus is separate. Alright, learn your lore. Let's do it. Invalid deck? No, it's not. Nothing I make is invalid. Alright. I've been what the? Oh, I didn't claim my prize. I thought we... Didn't we already do this? Didn't I do this? I'm pretty sure I did this. Okay. Let's... The prize is I'd have to go take a look at the YouTube video. That was weird. Oh yeah, let me get the donation thing off while I'm making the YouTube video. Nah, no, let it stay in there. I didn't do it first, so it's sticking around. Let's do this. I have faith in this. I have faith in this. Been meaning to do this. Hope you enjoyed my weird deck tech strategy. Lannister. Wouldn't the Lannisters be like... What color's their thing on their chest? Red and white? I don't know. Now this hand would be really good, but I'm going to assume my opponent's Rakdos, so it's terrible. Oh my god. This is probably worse. I'd keep this maybe on the play, not on the draw. Alright, this is significantly worse, but I'm not going down to 4. Oh, alright. Well, it's not black-green, but... black-green. It could actually be black-green. But it's not Rakdos. They had their best 1-drop. Probably one of the best cards in Standard right now. Oh, it is black-green. What do you know? I guess there's a forest on the back of their thing. Guess I'll leave up an expansion that will probably have no targets whatsoever. This is also Sultai, it's not even black-green. Oh, and they immediately flip Hadamas Climb. Great. That's the power of Llanowar Elves. I guess we just lose. This is 10 damage. Can't do anything about that. Can't obviously counter it. They're not going to do anything except that, so we're dead. Great. Off to an excellent start. Star of Extinction's weird. I guess this would be a deck for it. Game for it, rather. I still like the Psychic... Well, maybe I don't like the Psychic Corrosion. Problem is, they can just reanimate things and you're just milling them. Well, it's not too bad. They might not be reanimate style deck, but I don't know how necessary the Psychic Corrosion is. I'm going to take it out. Lightning Strike's fine. Shivan Fire's a little on the weaker side against Wild Growth Walker and a Jade Light Ranger sometimes. There's no beating their opener like that anyways, so I guess Shivan Fire is not necessary unless Shivan Fire kills exactly Llanowar Elves, but we know how that's just not how it lines up for us, ever. Guess I could take out the counter spells. There's not many things we want to counter that we can't just kill with Burn, other than Vivian Reed blowing up with Reclamation. Alright, I'm going to take out the Shivan Fires. And probably one counter spell. Sure. Okay. Weird. The only other person that paused on the keeping hand was a Sultai player as well. That was like an hour ago. Okay, they don't have a turn 1 busted Llanowar Elves. Guess we can play some Magic. We did have a rampant growth though, so we're the ones with the ramp now. Oh, never mind. We're not the ones with the ramp. Silly me. Oh. Guess I lose my Reclamation. I can blow up one of their lands. I can copy the Assassin's Trophy. I don't have a counterspell. Actually, this is fine because we have a second one and we could really use more lands, so... What if they shock? I think they're going to Assassin's Trophy, so I don't know why they shocked. It's pretty telling they have something else. Don't know what it could be. Do we have basics? Yeah, we do. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Yeah, we're taking 4. They shock themselves. What for? Disdainful Stroke? It's probably a counterspell. Guess I'll bait it with the Lava Coil. Nope, we did draw a second Reclamation, so this is fine. Oh, look. It was a negate. And they didn't negate the Chemisters or the Lava Coil. I wonder what they're going to name here. 2 Reclamations are down. Now, we don't need them to win, but they are pretty good. They name Explosion. Alright, that's smart. So how do we win? Psychic Corrosion. No, I took it out. Entrancing Melody. Please drop. Please cast it. Thank you. We might just be dead though. I don't have enough burn to actually kill our opponent. I don't think we can win. Oh. Of course. Opponent literally completely blew us out of the game. Still, this isn't very necessary anymore because of, we don't have any explosions to go with it. But it would have been nice. Would have been nice. Now we're not really drawing anything. That's also a problem. Oh, another Vivian Reed. Cool. Yep, we're done. Yep. Opponent literally just had the absolute nuts both games. They had a very good, well, they had a Land of War Elves, and then nothing else really mattered game 1. And then game 2, they had a negate into a Unmoored Ego. And we took out our other win condition. That was the reason not to take it out, but they had double Vivian Reed, so even if we did have the Psychic Corrosion, it would have probably just got blown up. And they had Assassin's Trophies to blow up the Psychic Corrosion. And they saw that our only win condition was the 2 Entrancing Melodies, which they can quite easily play around by just never doing anything. They just play like one creature at a time until I'm forced to steal that one, and then they just kill it, and then we're dead. So we got extremely manhandled. Is this the same person? No, it's not. Last person was Lannister. I don't even think you can play the same person. Oh, maybe you can. Sand is obviously very good, especially if it finds the 4th land. Actually, it's bad if it doesn't. So it's both ends of the spectrum here. It's either really good or it's really bad. This is mono blue, and it's mono blue. Can probably beat this, probably. What we can't beat is a turn 2 Curious Obsession. Okay. I can beat a 1-lander, and this is not a 1-lander. There's no real winning playing around their stuff. Like, I don't care if they have Spell Pierce. You're not winning by playing around it, because they never have to cast it if you just don't play, if you keep playing around it, so it's not going anywhere. So we're just going to keep casting spells until something works. And if nothing ever works, then we lose. Now, a 3-mana Wizard's Retort is a different story. I can kind of play around that, and I suppose I will play around that slightly. I'd rather than not capitalize on that kind of mana on our turn. Opt undoes a bit of it, though. It does mean dive downs in the equation, but again, it's just not you're just not playing around anything against mono blue. Just play Magic. They either do or they don't have things. Kind of forgot about dive down. But, again, just don't play around things. Just cast your spells. Oh. There was a Wizard's Retort. What do you know? I guess I should have went for it this turn. Didn't expect him to do that. So ridiculous. Well, we're not dead. Go down to 1. Unless they have Curious Obsession. What are we looking for? Land? Okay. And another Spell Pierce. Cool. There's absolutely no way we could beat that. can't play around those cards. They're not getting any worse by us waiting, so... Do I want Niv Mizzet? Niv Mizzet is very good if you get it to resolve. Problem is you can't really do that. Psychic Erosion's way too slow. The Nexus of Fate strategy is also extremely slow. So I could just take out Nexus of Fate. Reclamations are probably still fine. The 3-minute counterspells are terrible. Expansion Explosion's not very good either. Guess I do want Niv Mizzet. Star of Extinction, it has no business resolving. I find that extremely unlikely. Negate isn't too bad. Let's try in one. Crushing Canopy isn't bad either. It plays around Dive Down. You can blow up the Curious Obsession itself. It's not too bad. Oh yeah, Niv Mizzet can't be countered. I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. Thank you. Also, hello. We're getting swiftly manhandled. This constructed event, I mean, we're on the last possible game here. If we lose this, it's over. I guess I'll just do another one, though. This is way too short. And, accept variance for what it is, I guess. That's very unfortunate, though. Oh, lucky us. Our opponent mulliganed. We have no turn 2 Wisconsin, but that's fine. No rush, really. Guess it can bait a counterspell on turn, their next turn. They keep playing their land like post-combat. It's weird. They actually tapped out? Really? Okay. Sure. I guess I'll just Crushing Canopy that. It's not getting any better. If they go for Tempest Djinn next turn, I'd say that's pretty good for us. They manually tapped an island. Okay, that was weird. Well, this comes in tap, so we can't double spell. But, I guess I'll just incentivize them to counter this. We have a second one. We don't really care if this resolves or not. If we had an untapped land, we could have tried to kill this, but of course we don't. Well, unless there's a Curious Obsession, this is just another 1/1. I guess it's more important this resolves, so I get... No, I mean, if they have a counterspell, I can't play around it, and I don't think they're going to counter the Growth Spiral, so... Of course they do. Okay. Play this tapped and pass. I mean, we can probably get away with killing one of these at some point, but I don't feel like there's a rush until they go for a Curious Obsession, which we haven't seen yet, somehow. Also, that's a lot of lands. They could just let this go. Probably wanted to kill the Storm Tamer, actually. Might have been wrong. Yeah, I wanted to kill the Storm Tamer. There's no reason for them to sacrifice the Storm Tamer. And now it just protects another threat later in the game. That was probably wrong. Let's try to kill... Let's try to kill it now, I guess. I mean, this is the card that would punish us for going the other way around, because it has to fly. But now we're down to one card. Our opponent has something that's instant speed, probably a 2/2. Yeah, of course. Still no Curious Obsession, I guess. Oh, there's a Tempest Djinn. Oh, I got you. They have another card that's castable, probably a Dive Down. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a Dive Down. Close. We're dead in 2 swings. I don't think there's a single draw that gets us out of this. Explosion... Nope. Not Explosion. Cool, we're dead. Awesome. Well, that was fun. I had fun. some Sultai deck that's probably pretty favorable, except they just drew the absolute nuts, and then we played mono blue. So, we're going again. That was ridiculous. It's been a long time since I didn't at least break even. My hair is getting in my eyes. Yeah. Alright, we're Jace now, so I suppose our chances went up. I'm going to keep it. It's good against early pressure, so could be a reason to shock myself, but shocking yourself kind of undoes their one drop anyways, sort of, kind of. Alright, well, that's good. No one drop, but it's a white deck, so... Oh, it's absolutely nothing like I thought it would be. Oh, hey, wow, look at that. I get to shiv and fire that. That's actually quite satisfying. Alright, that was a good draw. Alright, now we just need to land. Now this is more like it. See, we just had to get the bad games out of the way real quick. I just had to spend 1,000 gold to lose, and then... Oh, no, we don't need a second one. We also need to land. Yay! Alright, so we can Nexus next turn. Sorry, I had to fix the color distribution in the hand. Look at blue and a blue and a red and a red. Beautiful. There's a reason to... Yeah, I guess we can just blow this up. Why not? Could wait to, like, copy something, but... Well, what is this? What's going on? Mortify. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, sure. I got scared for a second. I didn't know what was going on there. And they drew a land. Or they had one already. A Don't New. Sure. The board is empty, so I suppose that's good. They had to stop on our upkeep for that Mortify. Opponent knows what time it is. That's not as scary as other things, so that's fine. I can beat it 2-2. Especially if I can defend this search for Wisconsin. Lands are good though. Second green source not too relevant at all, but land all nonetheless. Yep, say 2. Don't think I'm going to be explosioning for 1. Dark Confidant? Nope. You don't get that. I don't want to deal with a Dark Confidant. Can almost flip this if we get the... looks like they have another... Ooh, I don't want to get rid of this. I'm going to go for a flip on the Escanta, though. This puts us up to 5, or no, 6. Looks like we're going to get it. Have to get rid of this, but I think that's totally worth it. Could use that to counter a Mortify, but that's kind of just, you know, why wouldn't I just flip it so we don't have to deal with the Mortify? Now we're just looking for another land and, I guess a Wilderness Reclamation. How many are gone? 2? I've been seeing my reclamations. I just haven't been able to cast them. How many expansion explosions do we have? We have 2 left. Alright, so I think I'm going to copy Chemisters. I need more cards. Also, this isn't really doing anything without a Reclamation, and there's only 2 left. And there's a chance they could have a Mortify for one when we find it, so... I think I'm going to Nexus on my opponent's end step. Yeah, because we're not taking lethal. Actually, it's nowhere near lethal. It's a 3-turn clock. You have to apply more pressure. And there it is. This is a weird deck. Oh, they're actually... Oh, it's the same, yeah. Yeah, it's the same. Alright, the clock is on. But I think we can get there. You don't have a counterspell for this. Okay. I think my opponent just gave up. I don't I don't know what that means. I don't understand. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll just cycle another Nexus. That was very strange. Maybe I did not want to cycle. Wait. Hexproof from white. Okay, a Johnny can't plus on those. So we're good. Ooh, jeez. Okay, well, sure. It's a lot of expansion explosions. If I do say so myself. Alright, so we have one extra turn after this one. So I can go ham sandwich on this explosion. And I will. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure. I might kill one of these. No, it's a 2-turn clock nonetheless. I might as well kill this. Unless we hope for that very last explosion, which is on the bottom, to actually kill our opponent. I think that's fine. Let's just get rid of this. Hey, we got the early Psychic Corrosion, which is really, really good. Discard some cards. We also found 2 burn spells. Oh, I thought I had another turn. I really thought I had another turn. Oh no, because the first... Oh, jeez. Don't watch me. Don't watch me stream. We have protection with this, so we can keep this around. Opponent will not be killing us this day. I'm actually just going to pass, so... I'm not going to try to Nexus a Fate here or do anything. I'm just going to pass. I want to counter Drill Bit. Does that exile? No. I don't really care. They're probably going to take the counter spell. And there's a chance they don't, so I'm just going to let them see it. Probably going to take it, and then it stops whatever they're going to do. Yeah. But that doesn't mean, that means I can do other things this turn instead of just cast a counter spell, which I think is worth it, especially if they just don't have anything. Oh, there goes another Mortify. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Midnight, and there goes another Mortify. Awesome. I don't even know if they have any left. They also kept the Nexus of Fate. They let us have that. Another benefit of Psychic Corrosion, you can see your opponent's deck. Okay, they have Contempt, probably coming out. Cast Down's probably coming out. Some more Knights. Play with this, doesn't matter. Just look for a Nexus. No, that's not Nexus. That's pretty good, though. I'm not going to float the meta. Seems unnecessary. I'm also lazy. I don't want to put this to my hand, because I'm not going to cast it right now. Unless we can kill our opponent. 30 cards? Can I do it for like... I can do it for like 10 or something on myself. Draw 10 cards. For some reason I thought this is lower in the deck. Huh. I thought it was lower in the deck. I thought I put it to the very bottom. I guess we did cycle through the entire deck, though. Interesting. There's only one left, isn't there? One? Oh, maybe there was 2 left. Where am I today? Good grief. Alright, well, I guess none of it matters anyways, because I don't think our opponent can stop this. Let's just spam Nexus. You can just keep casting Nexus with the Psychic Corrosion already in play, because it just keeps triggering the corrosion. And we can also do this. Yeah. This is over. So they're going to take out... They have a lot of dead cards. Fiery Cannonade does kill all their 2-mana 2/2 Knights with the janky Hexproof. So I guess I do want those. I didn't see any enchantments. Star of Extinction seems good. Lava Coil seems good. This could steal one of those 2 Knights, and then it has Hexproof from their removal, and then we can use it to trade with their stuff because it has First Strike, which is pretty good. So I actually do like Trancing Melody. What do we not like? I like all the burn. They do have Mortify, so it takes me off of this Psychic Corrosion a bit more, but that would also take me off of Niv Mizzet, and I don't really think I want Niv Mizzet over to Psychic Corrosion, especially in the face of potential Vraska's Contempts that don't come out of our opponent's deck post-sideboard. So we keep those where they are. I feel like I have a lot of good cards. What's the worst card? Maybe Sinister Sabotage? Especially in the face of Duress and Drill Bit. I don't know if Sinister Sabotage is good enough. Not too big of a fan of counter spells here in this spot. Think we can quite easily beat a Johnny. Especially if you don't leave the Nexus strategy in the sideboard, and I'm not going to do that. What do we not like? What else is bad? Take out 4 cards? Oh my god. I like all this burn. It's bad against that like 3-1 that keeps being indestructible, but eventually if they keep doing that I can just lightning strike them, or a small explosion. Or just steal it. Star of Extinction's weird. I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't want it. I'm running out of time, What do we not want? Maybe Trancing Melody's too cute? Oh god, I'm running out of time. Huh. We're going down to 3 Nexus, because I didn't know what to do. I think we have quite a hefty amount of good cards here, so... I don't know, that was so hard to say, but I got it out. Okay. Okay. So we don't want to see a 1-drop. Alright, that's good. That was also very good. So now we can probably just get rid of one of these. I was going to say copy one on turn 4 so we can kill some of their early nonsense, but a second one makes that slightly easier. Also, Lightning Strike makes that easier as well. Let's use... Probably want to use a Lava Coil, actually, because a Johnny can still get killed by Lightning Strike. Although I did just remove the thing that a Johnny would minus itself on. Or exiled it, rather. I think we can just keep this. They had one of each. That's funny. But let's keep doing this. Play a tap land. Peace. Well, they did not leave up Mortify. Which means we can copy Mortify and kill their... Oh no, that is Hexproof from white. So I can't Mortify that. That's annoying. I'm going to take 2. I'm going to take 2. I'm actually going to copy that. Let's see what's going on before we decide to Lightning Strike or not. Alright. They're out of gas. So are we, but that's fair. They have an answer to Escanta as well. I wonder if my opponent would scoop, I would just start floating mana. Oh, well, they're going to top deck threats. I guess it's better than what we're doing. Of course, they top deck a threat that makes them pass. Oh no, they still have Field of Ruin. Well, we have a lot of good top decks. That's not one of them. Well, this is a miserable way to die. Oh, I guess I can kill that. I guess I'll put a stop here so we can kill it before it triggers. Oh my god, it's a pirate. Oh my god. It's a pirate. Oh goodness. We're gonna lose to this. That's so insane. Anything I could have done different? I don't think so. Yeah, we're dead next turn. Doesn't really matter what. Opponent just literally couldn't help themselves but top deck nothing but non-lands. Oh, and they found a drill bit. Oh, it's the end step, so they can't cast. Wow, we died. Wow. Well, let's hope next time when they run out of gas, they don't do that, and we draw 5 lands in a row. Fire Cannonade is a little bit worse now, because there's a certain particular card that doesn't die to it. It's good against still the remainder of their stuff. But we did keep answering their stuff, and it still didn't matter. Interesting. I'm going to actually bring in the other one. I'm going to bring in the other Nexus too. Maybe it was wrong to take that out. I just didn't. I ran out of time and I didn't know what to take out. I'm going to take out Psychic Corrosion actually. Oh man. No, I like Shivan Fire. I like everything. I guess the card I like the least is actually Expansion Explosion. Yep. Okay. Could take out the other two, just rely on Niv Mizzet, but nah. They might not have any answers to Niv Mizzet after it resolves. They didn't appear to. Okay, we have an answer to an early threat and Reclamation. Now we're just looking for a card draw. I don't think they have any 1-drops, so that's good. Oh, except the rest, apparently. Yep, there probably goes the Shivan Fire. No, they actually take that. Wow. Okay. I mean, it's going to kill a 2-power creature no matter what. Might as well just cast it now. That's one of our 2 expansion explosions. Sure. I'm not going to copy that. I think I need to draw cards. Maybe I wanted to no, we can still do something with this. Hopefully it doesn't get discarded. Oh hey, we drew Pirate Clasm. I mean, it gives our opponent 3 cards, but I'm going to cast it still. Oh, I guess it only gives them 2 cards. Gotcha. Because the Reaper stays around, which is a huge problem. Okay. They didn't draw lands, I guess. Seraph of the Scales. Interesting. So, Explosion for 3? I guess that's all we can really do. It's not getting any better. Kill... I mean, either of these draw cards. I guess this one draws more. Relative to our game plan, which is killing things. We also just didn't draw anything still. And we lost the 1 card that did anything. We're dead. We're probably just dead. I don't think there's anything I can draw that stops this. Opponent has all the cards in the world. I guess we're not dead next turn, which is pretty good. I seriously doubt they're going to kill themselves with these raiders. Oh, well, drawing 2 lands, I guess you're not going to do that. Okay. I want to keep these around just in case they die, but... no. Could have killed the Midnight Reaper. They would have drew a card, went down to 12. Maybe these could have actually killed them. But I think we're dead no matter what. They would have to die immediately to those, and they're drawing nothing but lands off them. So clearly that won't happen. Wow. Okay. Yep. Well, sure. Opponent drew 700 extra cards, and we just didn't draw anything. Well, maybe either this deck is terrible, or we're getting very unlucky. Probably just pretty bad. Nexus, Teamer Nexus. Maybe there's no way to make this work. I don't know, because like I said, you get into spots like that where you don't really have any way to sweep the board other than Pirate Clasm, and they actually had a pirate, so it didn't always sweep the board. Also, they could just come back from it because they had it. I'll keep this because the Midnight Reapers, they could just totally undo the sweepers anyways. Alright, let's win a game of Magic. Okay. I'm gonna play a tap land. I find it unlikely I'm gonna expansion anything. Especially if this is just Gruul nonsense. And it might be Gruul nonsense. Could leave up counter magic. Probably should, but am I going to? Nope. Gruul Spellbreaker? Nope. Some interesting turns into a 5/5 for 7 in middle of Zertog Goblin, so it is a Gruul deck. Guess we can play another tap land now. We have counter magic, and we weren't punished for tapping out that turn. They really didn't do anything. I guess this is a mana source. A weird one. It is one. Turn 4 Vivian Reed? Oh, turn 4 Vivian Reed. What do you know? Go away. Alright, little heavy on the... What the... Okay. Gratuitous Growth. That's a bit sketchy. That's a bit sketchy. I'm gonna play this tapped. There's no way I'm gonna Explosion for 1, and I can still cast them both. If they cast like a Tormenting Voice. Okay. Lava Axe. That keeps happening. Well, this is bad. We're definitely going to Explosion for 2. Probably going to kill this. Disciple. Well, definitely. Gulta? Could I have stopped Gulta if I killed that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I suppose I could have stopped that. I just didn't expect Gulta. Damn. Okay. It's bad. That's bad. What, do you have a Lightning Strike? What is this? And a Lightning Strike. Great. Yep. Probably should have killed that. Now we're dead. Don't think there's anything I can draw to stop this, unless I top deck Nexus of Fate, what is that, 19 times in a row, so I can mill my opponent out? That'd be something. I wonder what the odds of that are. Nope, we're dead. Alright, so we got totally, absolutely punished for not killing that 2/2, sorcery speed. And there was really no reason not to kill it sorcery speed. I just didn't expect that. I was kind of hoping they were going to sacrifice it. Oh no, wait, it has to tap to sacrifice, so it can't do it on itself like that. Some of our burn is actually really bad because their stuff is larger than the burn. Man, we really should have won that game. Or not won. We just shouldn't have died right there. That was really bad of me. Star of Extinction's good. Lava Coil's probably the best of all our burn. We can try to answer that early 2-2 thing. Well, it's not early. It's turn 3. Same with Zertal Goblin. I'm going through puberty again. Excuse my voice cracking. Do I want Entrancing Melody? I mean, everything they're casting is just like very difficult to steal, mana-wise. Kind of want Niv Mizzet. I don't think they're going to have a solid answer to it other than Vivian Reed. And of course, they just have it right on curve every game. There's not much I can do. Yeah, not really anything here I like. Shivan Fire can do 4 damage, but so can Lava Coil. No, wait, we want 5 or more, kind of. Maybe Shivan Fire is better than Lightning Strike, though. Probably is. Sort of like that. There's not much I want to change. The Psychic Corrosion is probably too slow, but there's... I don't know. Not much I want to bring in instead of it. It's really just counter spells or bust, kind of. Alright, this hand is pretty good, actually. It's kind of similar to another hand we had that still didn't work, but maybe it will this time. Put us down at 6 again. Also, I fixed the dropping frames. No Llanowar Elves. That's nice. Let's play this tapped. I wonder if they have anything that costs like 2 or less. Oh, Zertal Goblin, right. Oh, and Lightning Strike. And I guess Shoot of the Cow, sure. Now that would die to Lightning Strike. That would die to Lightning Strike. This cost 5 to kick. Could double up on it. That's a lot of resources to kill a 1/3 mana dork. It's a lot of resources. Also means I can't chemisters, and I think I want to do that. Riot Trample for 6 mana gets 3. Okay. Never seen this card in my life. Interesting. So it's kind of like a 4 mana Gruul Spellbreaker, because they give it haste, and it also has trample. Huh. That's a really weird card. So this is probably some sort of Gruul budget list, or something like that. Now, if we do shock ourselves, we can Explosion for 5, but that doesn't really do anything, so I'm just going to pass. No, wait, no I couldn't. For some reason I thought we could tap our lands twice. We could only Explosion for 2 if we did that. Just rather Shivan Fire. Deal damage to a player, deals double that damage instead, so that's deals 8 damage when it hits us. So it pretty much just kills us. It does not have haste. This deck probably has Rhythm of the Wild. It also has some enchantment aura nonsense things that would completely annihilate us. So, like if they gave this that +7/+7 thing for 6 mana, what would that be? 7? It'd be 22 damage. Kind of sketched out to shock myself. I feel like we can just get shotgun blasted out of this game, but not if I kill this. Like if I kill this, it means less likely to hit Gulta, less likely to get hit by really anything, and can run out a huge explosion here. Though maybe I want a Nexus. No, I already shocked myself. It's too late for Nexus. I'm just doing this. 6, 7, 8. All right. Could just go face, but unless it's lethal, I don't think I can get away with doing that. Also, it's pretty likely we just find more stuff anyways. What's bad? Actually, everything's pretty good. Do we have a second Nexus? No, I don't want to get rid of Nexus in our hand. Damn. I guess Lava Coil, just expect our opponent not to be able to kill us, get rid of 1 land, and I guess I gotta get rid of Nexus. I don't want to get rid of anything else. You know what? Let's get rid of a land. I'll have to get rid of another card? Oh. Ugh. I didn't want to think. Chemisters. Keep a land in hand. Attack with... Okay. Another card I have never seen. Oh, what is this? Shock? Okay. Think we can win from here. Cast Nexus. Cast Nexus. I'll just kill this for the heck of it. Just in case we somehow fizzle. Well, I guess I actually do need to draw some cards. Third Nexus. Another Reclamation. Alright, well, that's all for. That is Tron Assemble. Well, we get to loop through our deck 1,000 times. Now we're just looking for a way to win the game. Should be pretty easy. There it is, and that's how we win. Can I win right now? I suppose I don't even have to untap. This is way more than 24. Unless it's not, but I'm pretty sure it is. Let's find out. It is. Alright. They like froze. It froze at 0, like, and then they just imploded. Alright, we won a game. Oh no, we didn't. We didn't. That was only game 2. Oh god. I disillusioned myself. So Lightning Strike actually has targets where I didn't expect it to. Gonna run that in. Probably better than Shivan Fire. Because Shivan Fire costs way more mana to do kind of the same thing. And sometimes you can't do that. So I also did leave in the Psychic Corrosion. I totally spaced if I did or didn't. Started to silently panic as I may have removed all my win conditions. Yeah, this deck, it's probably not very good. It's still missing the same thing the other one was. I will talk about it after we're done. After we're done getting manhandled. Sand isn't bad. We have a counterspell for one of their like actual threats, which typically seem to cost 4 or more. Opponent has mulliganed all 3 games as well. To 6 and then now to 5. And Llanowar Elves. So probably... Alright, yep, there it is. Probably the best thing they can be doing turn 1. Or arguably, if this is their turn 1 play, the best card in their deck. I always say that about Llanowar Elves. If you can play Llanowar Elves in your deck, probably want to. Except, I guess, a deck like mine, so it's not necessary. A creature-based green deck. There we go. Fixed it. It is probably the best card in those decks. Can see an argument for not having that be the case in Sultai specifically, but even still, I think Llanowar Elves is one of the best cards. Every time it's in Standard, it's just insane. It's like a Rampant Growth that costs 1. Which, if we play Growth Spiral, we should probably play this. I guess those are actually kind of different, because Growth Spiral does draw a card. And this is why it's really good. Because now we have to answer stuff a turn earlier. Do we want this land? I guess we do want this land? Yeah. We probably don't want to miss any land drops. Now we have to hope there's no answer to this. They do have Vivian Reed. They didn't draw it at all last game. They didn't play a land last turn either. Right? Yeah, they did not play a land last turn. Wait, did they? What the? Okay, well, I am gonna copy that to kill this land somewhere else. They have a castable card that's double green at instant speed. They have no red mana floating. But they put a pause there. I could also just kill this. No, I think I kind of want one of these for the Reclamation to play. I mean, that actually just kills it itself as well. Don't know what I was thinking there. Ooh, alright. Do we actually get to do everything? That was a really good top deck. Looks like we do get to do. I'm going to cast Nexus, so I'm not going to float at all. Get this out of the hand here. And chalk up some more mana. Kind of sketchy to chalk myself. It is 1 extra mana, but that I can probably live without 1 extra mana. So what's this explosion for? $11, 13. I can smash my opponent for 13, or I can kill this. I guess it's easier to just smash my opponent's face and then draw 13, because the next explosion just kills them instead of like 2 more preceding ones. I gotta actually kill my opponent somehow. So, face. It's a lot of damage to pass out to kill a 2-2 that could come back, although I find that unlikely. At this point, another... This is good. Did we find... Yep, we found another explosion, so now they have to do something immediately. Let's get rid of some lands. Preferably some shock lands. Some basics. Let's keep clicking cards until it stops making me discard them. Did I draw? You know, every card I discarded was a land. Alright. Well, the power of Lantern Elves kind of unlocked their hand, but what they unlocked just wasn't good enough. Which will happen sometimes. So just do that just for the sake of speed here. There we go. Just want to leave up some counter magic. Just in case they had like 1 green mana, gain 2 life or something weird. That'd be funny. That's how I died. Just fog. Counter target red or blue spell. Can't remember what that card was. Fossilot? No, not Fossil Find. That was like the get for 1 mana, 1 red or green. Get a card from your graveyard to your hand randomly. I think that was Fossil Find. It's that other red or... God, my voice. My voice. It's that other red or green spell. That's a 1 mana. Counter target blue spell? Blue instant, I think it is. I think that's what it's called. That's not what it's called, that's what it does. Can't remember the name of it. I saw someone talking about how they wished every color had access to every style of play, like red had counters, blue had burn. It seemed kind of like a strange thing to advocate for, because what would be the point of any other colors in the game if they were all the same? And I guess they kind of do have, like, in terms of color hate, a little bit of that going on. We're also playing against Merfolk. So this is a good deck for, whatchamacallit, to show its worth. Oop, not that. There it is. What is it called? Pirate Clasm. Fiery Cannonade. We're going to kill the hell out of this with a Lightning Strike. They have a Spell Pierce or something? Let's find out. Might have a Dive Down. They have something castable at 1 mana. Spell Pierce. Could have played around it. I think the Growth Spiral is a little bit more important, though. Regardless, our opponent is tapped out, and we have 2 of our win conditions. I'm going to shock myself to pump in the damage. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 12. 1, 2... Explosion for 8. I can't kill them with both of these, so I'm probably just going to go towards these creatures. Yeah. This is an ideal game, and it still seems like we're on the back foot, because we can't really two-shot our opponent with 2 of these, especially in the face of Spell Pierce. Regardless, I don't think I want to do that. 8 kill. I guess this is more damage overall, but this is more like instant damage. I guess I'll get rid of that. I guess they're kind of the same, actually. Except that one like leaves behind nonsense. Let's get rid of you and you. Don't really care if our opponent knows about Nexus of Fate or not. I only have 1 green source. Huh. We do have a second one here. Can we win next turn? I don't think so. Incubation. Ancient Stirrings for creatures. Sure. Sure. What does this do? Sure. They don't even go for it. Okay. I wonder if they left up Spell Pierce. I'm sure we'll find out in a second. Yep, they left up Spell Pierce. I guess I'll just bait it out with the Growth Spiral, because we don't care if this resolves or not. Nope, no dice. Alright, well, we're going to kill these things with Shivan Fires. And then pass. Alternatively, no, we don't want to get hit by that Spell Pierce, so let's just kill these. Alright, well, it is definitely not Dive Down. I don't think merfolks have Dive Down in their arsenal. It does mean I can't go for a Sconsa, but that's fine. We're under, like, no pressure. We're going to play a 3-mana 2/4. Okay. See if they Spell Pierce this. It's only getting worse. Alright, now I think we win. Because they Spell Pierce that, and I think we have enough mana to kill them. Is that 8 mana? 8 times 3 is 24 exactly? Alright. Damn. Make sure you don't float any green mana. You want to send a message when you do this. Alright. I don't think they're going to take out Spell Pierce. I suppose we will bring in the Pirate Plasm and Lava Coils. Because why not? Star of Extinction's expansion. Expensive. Don't think I want that one. Psychic Corrosion might not be necessary. I'm going to go ahead and say it's not. Yeah, we're in a spot where we have a lot of answers to what they're doing. Like burn-wise. Maybe Cannonade's not good enough, actually. They have a lot of things that, like, grow out of control quickly. And this could potentially just have nothing to actually kill on board. Maybe that's a reason not to run it. It's still pretty solid, though. I'm going to go ahead and say it's good enough. Could try to take out the counter spells. You don't want to get in a counter war over a Spell Pierce. And you don't want your counter spell to get, well, Spell Pierced. Yeah, let's try that. can pretty much just counter anything they do, sort of, just in the way of burning it. Weird hand, but if it gets 2 lands, it's good. We're on the draw, and we have a growth spiral, so I'd say it's pretty likely. Okay. Well, if they curve out like this, I suppose we're gonna run for our money. Alright, don't have a crazy 3-drop. That is not a crazy 3-drop. It's every time a counter's put on this, right? No. So the Deep-Root Elite can keep looting off this Biomancer. Every time a Merfolk comes into play, they get a counter to put somewhere. They get rid of Spell Pierce? Whoa, okay, so probably have a second one. We didn't draw land anyways, so I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just take 3. Okay, make you have it. They don't have it. Wow. They just snapped that off and didn't do anything with it. Well, finding the land at sorcery speed doesn't really do anything, so I guess we'll just pass. Take 1. Silvergale showing Silvergale. Silvergill. Sure. They had those and they didn't cast them last turn. I don't know why. But this is where Fiery Cannonade is terrible. Oh hey, got the land. Well, I'm gonna shock myself because the second one. Well, are we gonna die next turn? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They play 1 Merfolk, 7, 8. Oh, I guess we are gonna die next turn, so we have to kill something. Can we? I don't think we can. Well, it involves doing this, probably. I mean, if this gets countered, we're dead no matter what. It did not get countered. Alright, so what we can do is Explosion for 2 on, like, this. Yep. I guess we don't die that way. Unless they have something else, which is entirely possible. This is the best I've got now. There's a Lava Coil. So now if we get another turn, we have a good chance of winning, but no, not so much anymore, actually. Looks like they don't have a Merfolk to reveal. I guess that's good for us, right? Especially if we can kill both of these right now. I can't if I do this, so I guess I have to do this. I have to kill this Deep-Root. Alright, that just resolved instantly, so I'm going to kill this as well, just in case they top deck like anything that gives 1 power. They can cast a Silvergill for 5, but it's not lethal. Alright, well we'll probably find a Merfolk for the Silvergill. Oh wow, they faded the top 5, and they also just did not go for... They just didn't go for the Silvergill for 5 mana? Oh, Spell Pierce. That was a stroke. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that one. There it is. Okay, guess a Sconce Fiery Cannonade? Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing. Sconce will flip. We'll have some mana. There's another 2/2. No, we can do better than a land. We can do better than a land. I think I'm just gonna kill that, or attempt to. Drawing 2 cards is fine. Oh, they drew a Spell Pierce. It was a Disdainful Stroke. Alright, well now we're dead to a... Lord or whatever. Oh, whatever the card is, it's castable. Let's cycle this. Might have been a Merfolk. Don't know. Don't really know what to do with this spot. Can look for Fiery Cannonade. If I don't hit it, I think I die. Okay. I guess Burn Spell? That's not good enough. Wow, we actually died. That's ridiculous. We actually died. Okay, so... I don't really want to change anything. We had plenty to burn, and we just couldn't find it. No, we drew like 2 of them. Could have really used more than that. Yeah, I'm not going to change anything. I don't like Niv Mizzet still. Maybe Niv Mizzet does belong in the deck somewhere. Maybe that's why we're losing so hard. I don't know. Don't know, I don't trust it. Alright, well, we're not going to die to some early merfolks. Merfolksies. This also whiffed on them last game, and we still lost. That is so unlikely to happen, and it actually happened. I'm going to keep the board nice and clean. Alright, well, this is an obvious Spell Pierce, otherwise the manually tapping seems extremely strange. It also could just be a dive down. Okay. Sure. We know what we're doing. I guess I will kill this at instant speed. Oh, nope, never mind. I didn't put the stop first, so I just went right through it. Still should be fine, especially if they just don't do anything, which I kind of find unlikely. Target. Alright, so it can target itself. Okay. Well, I guess if we keep one from winning them, that's fine. As long as they don't have silver gills to back it up. Land? Okay, our hand is terrible. And it's pretty terrible. They yet again manually tap. This looks like another dive down because there's nothing else that they can cast at instant speed there for at sorcery speed for 1 mana that they just wouldn't cast anyways. Okay, they can't run out of merfolk apparently, so I guess we're just dead. This doesn't really do anything for quite a while, so it is just a 3/5. Okay, that's the third one. I'm pretty sure they've seen like over half their deck just from like sifting through cards. This land doesn't really do anything. The next one can kill a Mistbinder. Yep, they have a dive down. Pretty obvious. It doesn't really matter, though. The 4th incubation? Okay. Alright, now we can't kill this. Yep, we're just dead. We're done. I can't even beat that. Our hand is extremely terrible. There's no top deck that gets us out of this. Wilderness Reclamation doesn't do it. Obviously, we didn't have mana for Niv Mizzet if it was in the deck. Well, we did terrible again. We did terrible again. In fact, this is like the only... That's not... I guess maybe this will cheer me up a bit. No, it didn't cheer me up at all. Yeah, this deck probably just isn't good. It probably has a spot. Maybe me trying to jank it up too much is what's causing the issue. Niv Mizzet probably belongs in here somewhere. Psychic Corrosion probably does not belong in here. Fiery Cannonade, obviously you can see there's some spots where it is good, but I don't think it's good enough as you're like the sweeper to rely on. I just don't think 2 damage is where you want to be. We lost to some pretty fair decks too, nothing too crazy or ridiculous. They just kind of just played cards and we died. Well, thanks for watching. I'm going to delete the hell out of this. Maybe there's a better version of this that I can get somewhere else. It's not this one.